Hi guys, so welcome back to another episode of Two Wacky Pundits, Dr. A, Dr. D.
Howdy.
So we're gonna start reacclimatizing ourselves and the viewers.
I kind of
to
forgot
some
what
more
I'm supposed to be doing.
episodes. I nearly forgot the title for a minute.
My God, it's been a long time.
Blame it on Alzheimer's.
It's been a while.
Yeah?
It's been a while.
Oh, we're back.
But
we're back.
we'll be back in the saddle in no time.
No, we are back in the saddle. So what do we have today? A book?
We have a book called Mukiwa by Peter Godwin. Mukiwa is a white plant that grows in Rhodesia and South Africa.
Okay.
And the book is about a white kid growing up in this black country.
Okay. So we have to put in the disclaimer again. So this,
Yes.
do not take this as we are not talking, we're not throwing out racist terms here. Absolutely, he is just describing the book. Okay, continue.
I have nothing against people, either white or black or whatever. Really, I'm just explaining what the book is about.
Okay, so white kid in South Africa, you said, yeah.
Yes, and he grows up in this South Africa when this South Africa was still governed by whites. And
So during apartheid.
During apartheid, yes, and apartheid worked. Apartheid.
I'm not going to say anything about it. There you go.
Apartheid worked. It worked because the country functioned in a certain way. The roads were clear, where the transportation was viable, the police system wasn't as corrupt as it was in later years, and the politicians weren't that corrupt. So everything seemed to be on a good track. On a viable track.
So this is the opinion of the author?
This is my opinion. The author tries to be politically correct at every turn.
Mm-hmm.
Because a book to be published nowadays, it has to be politically correct. It has to be filthily politically correct. We can't be honest.
Okay.
It has to pander to the black caucus.
Okay.
But there is a paragraph in the book which reveals the author's true intentions, if I can find it, because I don't have the actual paperback of the book, but I have the e-book. I have the e-book, and for most of the white community, it was a pretty distressing time. This was after the blacks took power in a coup, because there was a war in Rhodesia.
Okay.
And after Rhodesia,
So this is Rhodesia, not South Africa as such.
it became Zimbabwe.
Okay.
A time when old value systems had been upended and old devils had suddenly become gods. When witch doctors became gradually healers and formed their own trade union, when servants insisted on being called domestic workers, joined the party, acquired a surname, and demanded the minimum wage, when you could be prosecuted for calling a black adult boy, because they used to call the blacks boys before,
Okay.
and now they couldn't do it anymore. Because of this new socially correct problem. When you could be prosecuted for calling a black adult boy and thrown in jail if you breathed the word kafir. Kafir is a term used for Muslims.
No idea.
So black is a term used for Muslims.
Okay.
That's it, practically speaking. That's the whole book. The book is not a very good read. I think.
Yeah. So how like the boy he grew up
The boy grew up
during
and
the change, and then what happened to the boy once he became an adult? He cracked up.
He didn't crack up. Actually, there is a sequel to the book.
Okay.
Which I'm not going to read because it's pretty damn boring reading all this one-sided crap. I like books which are balanced, which present the full picture, and it's very difficult to find a book these days which does that, especially with the race
Current
issue.
times.
The race issue. He joined the army. He fought for his country. He became a journalist at one point. He was arrested. And then he wrote the book, the later stages of his middle age. And that's it.
Okay. All right.
That's it.
Okay. So basically, as we said, just describing the book. Okay, you threw in some of your perspectives in it.
Yeah, I had to because it's one of those books.
I know you had to.
It's one of those books which you find a lot of these days, and you have to be very careful of these kind of books because they're praised to the high heavens by reviewers, but they're not that good.
Would you suggest people to read this though?
No. Just that paragraph says it all.
So if we had to give this a rating,
I would give it a 4 out of 10.
Okay, so basically, don't read this book.
No, don't read this book. Because this
like the review for once.
This review series that we're making is not just for good books.
Absolutely,
it's for crap books as well, which you shouldn't be reading.
I agree. Okay, so this is one of them.
To spare you the time. Spare you the time from reading the book. Correct. It's not a good book at all.
Okay.
Because he tries to be very a social justice warrior, a snowflake. He tries to be a snowflake. He tries to deny people the true nature of blacks.
Okay, all right. We'll stop it at there.
We'll stop it there. All right.
Okay. So
I have a much more inflammatory book upstairs, which I would love to review.
I'm sure you do.
I would love to review.
But then you know what will happen next.
It's so difficult to find as well. It's a book which took me a while to get hold of.
Right.
I couldn't buy it on Amazon.
Okay.
I couldn't buy it on ebook. I had to get it from a separate distributor.
Yeah. Okay.
And I would love to do it, but unfortunately, I think constraints. Better not.
Okay, guys. So this is it for this episode. Hope you enjoyed it. Again, if you have comments, please leave them down. We will check them all. And we will see you in the next episode.
May your God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.
Bye-bye.